Peter, welcome to 2021. It's very weird. It's about a month since we last saw you, and obviously at that point it was the disappointment of defeat at 𝙪𝙬𝙧𝙬𝙘 Palace. How's the last month been for you, coming to terms with losing the 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 trophy?
Obviously, it's very hard. I wanted to perform a lot better, but Gabriel hit the right shots at the right time. You know, he wouldn't go away, but you know, you expect players to do that, and obviously I didn't. I don't know. I suppose I didn't prepare properly deep down, which I should have done. But yeah, I've got over it. Red Dragon has retained it. That's good. So it stayed in the same team. But yeah, as you know, I said 𝙮𝙬𝙬 was the danger for, you know, running up to it months before, and he went and proved me right.
Obviously, there could have been a collision course with you and 𝙮𝙬𝙬 in the semi-finals. Were you pleased that he eventually went through and took the title? Yeah,
you know, he was the best player throughout the whole year last year. You know, I was okay for a couple of tournaments, and you know, some of my watch out, cats coming. leave that alone. Come on, Jimmy, up here. Yeah, and he proved he was the best player by winning the Worlds. So that's you know, it's fair enough.
You know what it was like going into this time last year. You were the new world champion. You had that target on your back. That's a new pressure that 𝙮𝙬𝙬's going to have to face this year, isn't it?
Not only that, obviously being #1 in the world as well. You know, he's got that as well as. But you know, he's strong-minded because he's, you know, from his sport. You know, how the preparation stuff like that. You know, it's shown that what he's taken on board from his other sport, I think, and taken it into darts. It's obviously worked. You know, that's why he's #1 in the world and world champion. So, but obviously he's going to have pressure on it, on himself. You know, he's got to have players playing out their skin against him. You know, coming out with shots from everywhere. It's like, how do they hit that? Come on, you know. And but you know, that's something he's got to deal with. You know, even I might come out some crazy shots against him.
Do you think it will actually let you go into this year then with a little bit more freedom than you perhaps had for the last 12 months with that tag of world champion that you had?
I didn't really find it as you know, a tag as world champion, as you say. I didn't really find it as that. I just thought, yeah, I've achieved my dream and let's get on to the next tournament. That's how I approached it. But obviously when you're down the world, actually down there, and you feel like, oh, then you got the feeling back. Then you go, I'm the world champion. And you walk a little bit taller and you feel better. But going to other tournaments, I didn't. No, I just classed it as, it's a brand new tournament. Everyone's got to start from scratch. Let's go. And so I didn't really have any pressure on me at all.
Just to look back on that battle that you had for world #1 spot, obviously 𝙮𝙬𝙬's the one that's come through, but there was yourself, 𝙮𝙬𝙬 and Michael van Gerwen going for that in the World Championship. For you, is there a little bit of frustration? Perhaps it was a missed opportunity to get the world #1, and then I guess secondly, is that now the target for this year?
Now my target for this year is obviously beat Michael in the semis of all the tournaments, because it's like he's #2 now. So instead of me and 𝙮𝙬𝙬, it's going to be me and Michael facing up to get into the final. So I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't bothered about being #1 in the world or getting to #1 in the world. I'd say I'm 50 years old, so be 51 this year. So if I got to #1, I got to #1. If I don't, I don't. You know, I'm happy where I am in the world. You know, so that's the main thing. But you know, the thing I'm looking forward to spur me on this year is playing Michael.
That could potentially be on Sunday. So we're going into the Rooks Masters this week. And for you, how are you feeling going into that tournament? What's the preparation like?
He won't win his first game. I ain't got to worry about Michael. He ain't going to get that far.
but for yourself, how are you feeling going into it? And what's the last few weeks been like getting ready for this tournament?
To be honest, I haven't really practiced, and I wouldn't know. Still as now, I don't know what dart to take, but that doesn't matter with me. I can use any dart, so yeah, we'll see what darts I'll pick up Wednesday night to take Thursday morning.
It could literally be as easy as that. Could it for you then?
Yeah, I know. In my mind's ready and it's all ready to go, and that's the main thing. So if that's, I can hit 9 darts with any sets of darts anyway. But I'm looking forward to Michael's new darts. Apparently, he said in an interview that he's got to use this year, has he? He's been told off, has he? Yeah, so see how he gets on with them, because obviously his darts, he had to go back to his old darts and last year, so it'll be interesting to see what he does with these new darts under pressure.
From your side then, have you looked at chopping and changing, or are you just going to literally have a look around the practice room on Wednesday night and think, yeah, I like the look of these, I'm comfortable with them, I'm going to take them to Milton Keynes?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. As you saw me when we done the interview before, where I was in commentary, I was using them little black darts. I've done a little practice with not the black darts, but something similar, and they're all going fine. And then I can pick up from the 26 gram ones to a 20 gram one and still hit 180s and stuff like that, and hit all my doubles. And so, as I say, I'll just pick on Wednesday night.
And we'll see you on Saturday. Look forward to it. Thanks, Pete.